and welcome to PSGL F5 and this once again for round 3 at Austria. We have had some two exciting races with exciting ends. Where in round 1 we had Serge W. Namsko go for an outrageous dive bomb and managed to pull it off. And then in round 2 we had a wet end to the race, but they had to get to that last lap on the slick tyres. Mind you, there were no slick tyres. So I'm your commentator, Brendan Nicholas, and joining me once again is Evan. How are you today?
Very good, very good. It's good to be back, and it's another exciting race for us in store. The championship is wide open with two different winners, but it is Namsko in the lead, I believe, after that hectic Singapore race. But we're back once again. 19 drivers here today, and it is Austria, so it's a short lap, and it's all to play for. So far, everyone else on the soft, but Simon has gone for the mediums. We will be seeing some reverse strategies here today. It can be a quick one.
Yeah, if you can get a lucky safety car, you are in a brilliant position. As usually the pit stop are usually within just they're pretty much symmetrical to each other. Usually we see pit stops around lap 16 and lap 20, depending on what tyre you're on. So it is very, very close, actually, between soft and mediums. What would you say is the optimal strategy of usually a soft medium?
A soft medium, yeah, but some people do say a soft hard is quicker. I don't really believe that, if I'm being brutally honest. I think, yeah, a soft medium is still the quickest strategy, but these guys probably know more than me. So we can wait and see. Somebody on Mr. Pop XL's bet start a lap if you want to commentate on him.
Yeah. Let me just find him here. Where is he?
We can go for someone who's starting. Ollie Flavel, he's about to come around. He's just going through the second last corner. He's in 8th.
Oh yeah, I'll get him now. Ollie Flavel, so he's left on the DRS. He's going slow, so he can make sure he doesn't invalidate in the last corner for this next lap. Set up to turn 1 here. It is a bit blind. It has been set to mid. It's actually invalidated. We'll abort that one for now. We'll just go with Jesper.
Yeah, we
so let's.
Jesper. Let's. Nice last week, but he's back.
He's back, and this looks like a tiny bit slow enough exit out of the Lauda curve. And what ends up, well, past turn 2, which is not really a turn, but it counts. It's finished at fast laps bar 1027.
127 down second with a 103.1, so not some bad times going in here. I think a 103.1 won't be near the pole as Bryn's going to stay for a 105.0. Oh, Jesper nearly made a mistake there. The Spanish, last week's winner, has gone with a 3 flat chips with a 2.9, so that's very close to
44.1 after second sector for Jesper. No, still would not have helped, but you should still be able to get the lap in, provided he gets through.
It's a Haas. Oh, what's a Haas one too? But Santeri's beaten that with a 2.6. You see, Santeri had a great race last week. He was in a great position until he spun.
And that's Dominator actually into P5 with a 102.9. A very good lap from Dominator there. Spaghetti Chips just getting out of the way of some drivers.
As Cortez has gone 90, went 90 a little bit ago, but we didn't comment on that one. And then as he has gone 60 to the Red Bull, so far it is Santeri for Paul.
Bryn, he is 137 now in the medium, so that is a better time.
That's a much better lap on the medium, so that is quite competitive. So he will be on the reverse strategy, I can imagine.
Or Matty Boss.
Well, spun in the pits.
Oh, he's got reset as well.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Matt. He's going to have to do another outlap, as that's somebody who's gone high up the standings. Zombie Flavel's gone 5th. That's a great lap for the McLaren. Haven't seen too much of his pace yet, but that is quite impressive.
That is correct. so mid-season sign-ups opened up recently, so he may well have been just brought in as just a reserve for tonight.
Oh no, he has raced the last 2 races, it's just dreadful ones.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Although
true.
Jules, his teammate, this is his debut, I'm pretty sure. He's on the lap currently.
Well, yeah, this is his debut. He got a penalty last week for something else, but it wasn't related to the racing. Leave it at that.
Oh no, that's never good. Here it comes, into the second last corner. Don't invalidate there, that was very fast from the Jules. Oh, no. That's an invalidation. That was a commentator's curse, unfortunately for him. Not too good. See from Namsco through turn 1. As he heads up the hill, this little left kink is technically turn 2. As we head into turn 3, will he use that curve to the right hand side? No, he won't. That's a purple sector 1. Up past turn 3, need to get the traction nailed, activate the DRS, and on your way you go. Here comes Namsco. And the Ferrari down this straight where we've seen many incidents happen at this corner. He does use the curve on this one, breaks in, and now flicks it in towards the final sector coming up just through this corner. He uses curve on the outside and on the inside. 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. Gonna take a bit of curve. Don't let it validate. It's a purple number 2 for Namsco. This is a very tidy lap indeed. Heading into the final 2 corners, you need to just take it, not push as much as you can through here and get an early time set at qualifying, but he's pushing it all the way through the final corner here. That's a tricky one to get nailed down, but he's nailed it. This could be a 2-5. It is 1-2-5
lap
for SHW Namsco on his banker run. That's very impressive. But what can is Bahrain rival Mr. Pop XL set? That is the next question.
Yeah,
he doesn't look as quick through the middle sector.
That's right. Now, let's see who else is going to cross the line very soon. There's an Alfa Romeo Jesper about to go another lap. He has a...
Oh, Cortez on the grass. Through turn 1. Don't know what's happened there. He's gone off the grass on the right hand side.
Oh, Jesper!
Oh, he's done the same thing, but on the opposite side now, and nearly blocks Williams, as Dan's gone 9th in the other Williams, so Patrick was almost blocked. Dan
he's going for another lap here. Or no, he's not. Never mind.
No, he's turned down the ARS, but was probably practicing turn 1, because a lot of drivers do struggle with that one.
Yeah, so on the official time, it is set when what most people would say to turn 1 is a bit blind. But in this case, it's been set to midday, so people can see turn 1 and be able to try and get the right apex there. This is a racing point to Simon. That's not Simon.
Bryn Hansen. It was invalid, however, so he didn't get time in there. Jesper is into the bits. So. Patrick is going to stand another lap. He was only on an out lap that time, so he didn't get blocked too much. He's just started this time, and he's coming up through turn 1. You can almost do 4 runs around here. You will have to use the same set of tyres, one set of tyres twice, apologies. But you can almost get 4 runs in. There's a Renault getting an absolute beautiful slipstream behind him, as Santeri's beaten it with a 1:02.3. What a great lap from Santeri. Well, that is a mega time if I've seen one. Namsco's really going to have to do a lot to beat that, and that is a 1:02.3 for Santeri. Could we get close to the 1s, maybe?
I think we can get close. We won't go into the 1s, but a 1:02.2 or maybe a 1:02.1 if somebody can really hook up the lap together. I think that's definitely within the realms of possibility.
We have to wait and see what Namsco can do in response, because he seems the big challenger today. Although Finlay and Rom don't look too far off, they're pretty close behind. In the Haas, Cortez has gone with a 1:02.7, so he could be in the realms of possibility to snatch pole. He's improved by 3/10. Although will he improve by much more? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we have some people come around. Spanias is that? Not sure if he's improving or not. And Santeri into the pits. Jules is not really a representative lap.
Patrick is on a time. He's trying to get one in. Mr. Pop XL hasn't got a time in yet. He's currently on the out lap. He's making a bit of this tow from the Ferrari Dominator. which would be quite ironic considering a bit. Oh, Patrick has spun.
Oh, that's one way to kill your tyres.
Patrick is not on a good run of form. Jules is coming around the final corner. I think he's just going to start a lap, however. Yeah, he's only starting one. Although he has got a time on the board. It's a 1:09.6, but it is a time of some sort. True turn 1 doesn't invalidate, so that's good. And it is getting a little bit dull here, so maybe track temperatures may decrease.
That is true. Sometimes it can be rain. Rain in Austria is not exactly an uncommon thing. It's not like Bahrain where you just know it's going to be dry. You have to...
Yeah, it can rain. It does look very dull, mind you. Some rain could be a possibility, because we've seen all the drivers push quite quickly, as there's the reserve of IFR legend joining to give another IFR representative to this grid. We have one informed Snipes, who's currently in P9.
Yeah, we have Ron, who's about to come around and complete a lap here.
Watching this is not a bad lap at all. He's to nail this, and across the line, it's going to be an improvement. No.
5.
Oh,
so
it is.
It is an improvement. He beat his teammates and Cortez.
That's a very nice lap. Well done, Ron. A 2.5. That's very good.
It is invalidated, so he won't be improving on that lap, at least.
Here comes Jesper across the line. It's a 2.7, and it's put him into 4th.
Yeah, very good lap from Jesper. He did have the oversteer.
Very nice lap from Jesper.
He did have the oversteer on his first run, so that
Dominator's gone forward.
Yeah,
he's beaten Jesper and has now made a Ferrari 2.4. So the Ferrari-powered car is doing very well here today.
Mercedes going across the line of Spania's start lap. And let's see, it's Dan, the Austrian representative. He's going for a lap now. There's a Haas crossing the line.
Has invalidated again. He's not doing good, Mr. Pop XL. Needs to try get an improvement on that time. It's just Dominator, sorry, he is on the mid lap. I was going to say he's on the lap, but he isn't. Finley is on the lap, I believe, in 7th position. He's improving in the first sector. It's not substantial, but he is improving a little bit. I wonder, will we see someone beat Santeri's lap? It was a great lap.
Oh, we have someone joined now.
Yeah, that was Legend. He's gone into the Mercedes.
Yeah, it just shows up Valtteri Bottas for me, but it's Legend.
Oh. Luckily, I have IFR Legend here. He will probably start from the back due to a quali glitch, because Codemasters know how to make games. Well, we could wait and see. It might have fixed itself since the last time I played the game, which was yesterday. But anyways, Patrick and Pop XL still haven't set times yet.
Yeah, well, Alpha Azzy is about to come across the line to set a lap here, provided he doesn't invalidate. He doesn't. But that was probably not the best exit, maybe. But it's P5 for Azzy, so...
Oh, good lap.
I mean,
it's very close here. If you improve 2/10, like I say, Spaghetti Chips improves 2/10, that will slot him up to 5th. That'll slot him up to 4th. Oh, he's invalidated. I'm sorry, Spaghetti Chips.
I think you owe a few people an apology tonight.
Yeah, that was a few too many commentator curses. Will Patrick finally set the time through the final corner? And he is going to set one. Where's this going to put him? I think it's going to be in the trees. It is a tree flap. I think he's just a single spot to 17th.
I think he's just glad to get a time in.
To be honest, I'd have to agree. His Legend's got purple in Sector 1. He's coming up behind Bryn, so he may get some slipstream.
He's going to get a double toe.
He is. He's going to get some off his esports teammate Snipes and a little bit off Bryn. Probably heading into this, as he hasn't taken that corner too smoothly. Through the middle sector. Here comes IFR Legend. Making his debut, joined mid-quali, which isn't ideal, but better late than never, as they say. As you can really see.
That did seem like a bit of a hesitant exit as you just heard the engine revs go down slightly.
Legend is a pad player, I believe, so this won't be his best track in the world. Where's he going to put him? Oh, only 18th. So
Yeah, I think he had a slight moment.
that's Cortez gone third with a 0.25, our third 0.25 runner. Very nice.
He set
for
2 laps
Cortez.
in these tyres though, so he is, unless there's rain coming in the race, in which case that would mean oh, that's
There's rain.
Terry.
It has started to rain. There's rain droplets if you go on board with Jesper. You can see some rain droplets on that camera.
Yeah.
So we were right about the prediction for rain. Jesper's coming in. He's backed off a time. I don't think he's going to be improving. And I think this could be pole easily for Santeri now.
And I mean,
would
some
put him in a
people
good
might
position.
still be able to improve, because this rain will only be light sprinkles. Snipes is up almost 2 tenths, so he could end up jumping up right up to the top 10. Oh, he's backed off.
XL needs to just set a lap.
Wait, why is Snipes backed off? Down in the gravel.
Be on some old tyres.
I don't think so. He was on pretty much brand new tyres.
That's an odd one. Even Mr. Pop XL though, he's really the only man who kind of needs to set a lap now. Everyone else probably has their best time of the day set. He doesn't have any. That was quick through that corner. Doesn't want to invalidate there. DRS active, sorry, this is
That's a 3-4.
No, he's 3 tenths off Legend. He's in 19th, and that was a dreadful time.
And yeah, that rain
Mr.
is really starting to take effect now. You can see the droplets everywhere.
I think that could be it for
An early end.
qualifying. I think that could be, yeah, a premature ending, fortunately. But it was an exciting qualifying. A 2-3 for Santeri takes pole position. That's very nice for Santeri. Let's hope he can keep this one. He unfortunately couldn't do last week. He didn't get pole position, but he...
And look at all the retirements.
Yeah, everyone's just given up. You're not retiring a track because you're not allowed, of course, but I think everyone will just be into the pits. Another thing to watch is, on the pit entrance, you have to stay inside the line.
I think we're actually going to get an early end to quali.
I think we could. I think everyone is... They're saving us from having to commentate on a minute of this.
Well, yes, that's if they do consider it. As it's only the Ferraris left.
So if they'd like to retire, that would... Happy as there goes Navscope, Dominator. It's just you, and he's gone.
He's gone.
Thank you, boys. That gets us quicker to the race now. Excellent.
Well, yeah, if you want to go through the quali results there.
Santeri on pole position, the finishman takes pole for Red Bull Racing, Namsco P2, followed by Cortez in P3, Efferalron in P4, followed by Dominator, who finishes P5 for Ferrari, Alpha Azzy P6 with 102.7, Raz Jesper in P7, followed by Efferal Finley in 8th, Spanius, last week's winner, in 9th, Spaghetti Chips in 10th, followed by IFR Snipes in P11, Jules 12th, Ollie Flavel 13th, Simon, followed by Dan, Bryn, Patrick, Matt T was legend, and then the man who struggled to get the time in, Mr. Pop XL, starts from the back of the grid.
Yep, there we go.
Mr. Pop XL's actually in the chat saying, what a bottle, and I'd have to agree.
Yeah, I mean, when you can think about it. Oh, Legend said he's wheels, so, yeah.
Maybe he used to be Pat. I swear he used to be Pat. Santeri says easy pole, so Santeri's confident.
And
Luckily there's
like...
no final turn in Singapore here, which is good.
Well, that one was a violation.
That one was as... it looks like it might rain again.
It would be very interesting if it ended up being like just a slight sprinkling of rain, but they still had to go on the slicks as they were the quicker tyre. And then we could get some really interesting and exciting racing.
Yeah, we could be in for a good race here. We certainly could, as wet races do provide good racing because you do have that crossover period. Brendan, do you have any early predictions to who could win this one?
Well, Santeri looks like he has a really good chance to win here, but only thing is Namsco is very good in the races, and then there's a lot of people behind him, so you could see maybe I don't know, it'll either be Santeri, or I'll go for a bold one and say maybe Ron.
Be nice to see Ron take a win. He seems a nice guy, a good driver. I'm gonna go for a little prediction here as well. I'm gonna say Jesper. For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Well, he has shown he's good at cutting through the pack. That is, to say the least.
Yeah, he's good at that. Someone's front wing has gone flying? No, I don't. Maybe I'm seeing things. But I could have sworn someone's front wing has gone flying. This Legend has got that glitch and will snap him back. And, oh, strategy. Better run through that quickly.
Oh, yes.
The 10 obviously all on softs. And then the bottom 10 all on mediums, except Dan, who will start from the hards. And Dan has not had a great time in this league so far. He's been taken out of both races. Hopefully an improvement here from today.
Well, at least it was simple on the strategy.
Strategy is too difficult around here, thankfully. It is, it's a handy one. So get ready to line up on the grid. Santieri moves to happen pole. Legend starts from the back, and everyone else starts in the middle. That may be the stupidest sentence you may ever hear on this league. I might get that one on my t-shirt.
I barely clocked that one and I'm still laughing.
Here we go, Legend lines us up on the grid as we get ready to go here in PSGL. 36 laps of Austria. It's a short one, but it's bound to be a good one. Here come the red lights. The graphics are already glitching, that can't be good. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We go racing on Austria. That's not a great reaction time by Santeri. Look at Cortez already up to P2 and from the back. Ron already on the attack. He's gone down the inside of both Ferraris. There's a bit of contact made between the Haas. Everyone's safely through, I believe. But look at Cortez right on the back of Santeri. Santeri's pulled a bit off that race there. Here comes Dominic. Going to try and get back up the inside of Ron. Is anyone going to go for a ball move up into turn 3? 2 McLaren's having a little bit of a scrap. Oh, there's contact. Oh, contact. Dan has pile driven into the back of a racing point. Into no fault of his own, I don't believe, but it seems like there could be some front wing damage on that Williams.
Yeah, he's got big damage.
Bit of movement happening here. It looks like Alpha as he's trying to get it moved over.
Spaghetti chips and Spaniards. I believe spaghetti chips have managed to get ahead of Spaniards there.
And Cortez, what a race start from him. That was an awesome reaction as he did find a way to get past both Ferraris. But here's Finley going to try find a way past Dominator as well. As we look back down on the grid, Dan unfortunately has had a terrible start again, and is that Legend's the pits? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Legend is into the pits. Is that Cortez in the pits as well?
Huh?
Oh no, he's desynced. He's desynced. He has he's desynced. So we have a graphics glitch there.
Well, yeah,
it's the graphics.
It's beginning to fix itself now.
Yeah, it is. We have everyone in the right positions apart from Dan. This is in last places. Looks like 2 racing points have done a swap-a-roo at the back. Bryn and Simon have swapped past each other. And is that Raz Jesper for Milan Alpazzi? He actually has lost a position on that race start. Of course, the graphics are glitched now. He's in 8th position. Well, he did start from 7th, so not good for Jesper. As,
yep, all fixed now.
Yeah, we're all good now. We are ready to go. Is that another bit of front wing flying in the background?
Why is there a blue flag?
I don't have that one on my screen. Maybe it could just be, oh, there is a blue flag. Well, that's fair. So Terry says the fastest lap of the race, as expected. As we will get into a little bit of a DRS train for a while, but I'm sure it moves.
Well, Jesper is already looking for ways to get past. He moved over from the left to right.
Yeah, he got a bad exit there, so that one won't help him. It looks like Bryn's going to try something on Ollie
God, late on the brakes there. for some drivers.
Oh, Bryn's gone for that Ollie Flaffle. That was a bit of a dive. He hasn't pulled off and he's lost a lot of time. But it was close, and here comes Azzy trying to find a way past Finley. That one hasn't worked out for him either, unfortunately. So he will have to stick in 7th position. But Namsco's gaining on Cortez up at the front of the grid. We've seen Cortez on pole last week, I believe. Or was that someone else?
On pole...
I think that could have been someone else.
Yeah, might have been someone else.
Yeah, it was someone else. It was an Alfa Romeo reserve. Who I cannot remember the name of, but Cortez did a good pace last week, is what I was going to say. As Vaz Jesper is right on the back of Azzy, he's looking to find a way past as Namsco sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix after leaving that position on the race start. Thankfully, it's been fairly clean. Unfortunately, Dan and Legend had that bit of an incident at the race start. But other than that, it has been fairly clean. As look at Namsco right on the back of Cortez, who's back.
Azzy and Jesper.
Jesper's gone for it round the outside.
He's got it done.
He's got it absolutely done, but I think Azzy might fight this one back, as there is another opportunity down into turn 3. Here comes Azzy down the inside of Jesper. Very close racing. Thankfully nobody's been Alex Albon onto the left-hand side. They're still side by side as we head into the middle sector. Azzy's going to try hold it around the outside. Don't think this one's going to work, and I think Jesper may keep the position here. Yes,
Jesper
does. He's up to 7th.
He's back up to where he started, so now he can go try chase some positions to try show what he really can do here.
Mr. Pop XL has picked up the first 3-second time penalty of the day, so that's not good.
No, it is never good to be getting a penalty early, especially at Austria, where the track limits are very strict. For the strict setting.
One thing to note, Namsco has 94% DRS, well it's 92 now, but Cortez and Santeri are low enough on there. It's Cortez the lowest of this front 3, Ron is also low. Ooh, as we are picking up a bit of a train now here.
That is common on Austria.
On F5, and is that Pop XL past Patrick? Yes it is, and he's now going to try and attack Simon, as we know he does have good pace, just had a bad quality.
Well, yeah, that is correct. However, he has given himself a bit of a mountain to climb.
Yeah, we thought Jesper had a mountain to climb. We need to take a look at Pop XL. Although he's doing a good job, but he is up a couple more positions.
A lot of penalties cropping up now.
That's Jesper and Snipes both getting penalties.
Along with Ollie Flavel and Bryn.
So Ollie Flavel getting one and Bryn getting one. So, popping up all over the place.
Namsco needs to burn some ERS because he's just going to be topping out with 100 every time.
Yeah. As you heard him say there, if you do get to 100, you won't regen as much. So if you burn a little bit, you'll still regen to 100. As you can see under the braking, he'll probably regen to 100. Yeah, you can gain a bit more because he's still on the brakes. It's not clever strategy by Namsco. Of course, he will have a.
Now he's burning a little.
He's burning a bit now, but he's not pulling away from Ron behind. Ron's still 4/10 behind, although Cortez is close to Santeri, but Santeri doing a good job so far. That's Dan making up another 3 seconds. He's got to be the most unlucky guy in this league.
Most likely.
And that's 3 terrible race starts he's had. But he's kept it going, that's the main. Doesn't give up straight away, which I like to see in a driver.
Well, yeah, I think we'd all like to see that. As we still have 20 drivers here, as it was a fairly clean start to the race apart from Legend and Dan. But they're still going.
It was a surprisingly clean start to the race, actually. I was expecting a bit more incidents. I think we could see some incidents. As look how close all these driver starts. I think the top
10.
The top 17 are all separated by 10 seconds as that's Jules and Snipes going wheel to wheel.
Oh, no.
As it's all contact. And we were already talking about how clean as Ollie Flavel's going to get 2 positions there. And Jules and Snipes thankfully not able to keep it as clean, but they will be side by side.
As Dan is retiring a bit.
Oh, very close. Oh, Snipes got the big squeeze on Jules. He's got the position, but that was a huge squeeze. Jules is still going to fight this one back. Nothing to lose as he is only a reserve driver. He has got done
Oh.
on Snipes, I think. But Snipes is still going to keep the car in side by side. This one surely is going to end well.
Oh.
But Jules will have the position, but now
No,
Bryn's
but
going
Bryn's
to
gonna get him.
Snipes.
Bryn,
Here he goes, the racing point. Yeah,
No,
he's got to back out of this one. Clever driving. And T. Bryn, and we were already talking about how Dan doesn't give up, as he literally gives up. But
Well,
I
I
don't
think-
blame him.
Yeah.
Genuinely don't.
And I mean, I think that's the third person you said something about, and then the opposite happens.
Yeah,
Come
so
to-
let's not say anything. As the top three
As
now,
actually
all
Snipes,
separated
he's
by
going to go for it
others.
again. And let's see, will Jules be as aggressive with defending as Snipes was a lap ago?
He certainly will be. Bryn just hanging behind this one, but here comes Snipes. He's got like no ERS left, so he's not going to be able to fight this one into the corner. But he's going to have to defend into the corner because here comes Bryn down. It's the racing point. Pushes Snipes off the track, but there's still oh, he's put them in the wall.
Oh well.
Oh no, that's I think a racing incident. Bryn's been put in the wall. We have a virtual safety car. Could we see some pillars for the Hearts here? Santeri's in. He's dived in. So
yeah.
is Cortez. So is Namsco. No, Namsco and Ron staying out. So they'll be going for the mediums, I imagine.
That is very interesting now as well. Will these
What is
Hearts
Santeri
be
going
quick
for?
enough
He's going for Hearts.
to account for all this? So that is a bit of a surprise there. If that VSC come out and Snipes drive through.
Oh, Snipes drive through. Someone could say that's karma for the incident with Bryn.
And
As
even
Mr. Patek's up to 11th. He's just gone through the middle of Patrick and Simon. That's an amazing move.
And let's see, can Simon try to get past Patrick soon? He's got all the ERS in the world to use and just isn't using it. I guess maybe he's just waiting for chaos to happen ahead and he'll be able to pick his way through it.
So what we need to keep an eye is Santeri's gap to the lead. I'll keep gap to the leader up. It's currently 13 seconds, which is well under a pit stop here in Austria. But will Namsco's mediums be quicker at the end of the race than Santeri's Hearts? That was what we need to check here.
Oh, in the pit lane.
Personally,
And that Snipes into pit lane for his drive through.
yeah, that's
That's
unfortunate. to
also
drive through
Simon. Hang on, why is Simon in the pits?
there. Oh, Snipes is
gone-
hard.
Oh, but no, Snipes is retired, but Simon to the pits. He must have got a drive through as well.
He has got a drive through because he drove straight past his pit box. And he has got a drive through. He's kept it going, however, so fair play to him.
I think he still has maybe a strategical advantage in a way, so he might be able to pull himself back into it somehow.
Let's look at Finley right on the back of Dominator. This is the battle for the provisional podium.
It's
good to see Finley get away past.
as well Finley F6 champion last season, and it is a Ferrari versus Haas for the lead, and the Ferrari versus Haas for the last spot on the podium. So this is giving me nearly Austria 2017 vibes. Oh, that's...
You've nearly cursed them, as Jesper's going to get it straight past. Now, Jesper now up to 4th. Finley's dropped to 5th after a mistake, and there's now going to be under pressure from Albazi.
Moro was there.
As Jesper is really becoming a man to watch out for in this Grand Prix. Started 7th, now 4th, and he's going to go for 3rd as he's far away past Dominator. Spanias gets the fastest lap of the race. Jesper goes a bit too deep in there, but he's going to get the exit on Dominator, and he's flowing past 2 positions in 3 corners. Whereas Jesper's up onto the podium.
But now wants to back up to P4. Can he do it round the outside?
Oh, that's a beautiful move. If he can pull this one off, burns the ERS. They're going to be side by side into this corner. Here comes Finley and Dominator still side by side. This is a great battle.
Have this one. He's got this one done, and now it's Jesper who he needs to try and repass in order to get back onto that podium and make it a
as
double.
He might look to get back past Dominator here. There's a beautiful helicopter shot. I don't know if you're on board with it, but he hasn't found a way past. But this is just going to be helping Santeri to catch up. And Cortez. And Spanias. Spanias went for the mediums on that attempt. That was a very early stop for the mediums.
that is a dangerous game he's playing, as I'm not sure if the mediums can go that long for a race around Austria unless you have a magical way to keep these tyres in shape and not end up with a puncture. Or maybe he's just going to try a two-stop?
Two-stop wouldn't work, surely. It's an easy one-stop, no matter what tyre you're going on.
Yeah, but mediums, they struggle a lot at the end.
And they will struggle.
So maybe he will try a two-stop or something, or just hope for a safety car.
Yeah, that might be the way. It's just pulled away from Finley now, so he's doing a good job.
So let's see now, that's Jesper in the pit. He is going in now. Yep, he's slowed down just enough, quick enough. Spaghetti chips in the pits too, so starting to see the pit stops happen again. So
yeah, another window in the pits. Jesper's come out behind Santeri and Cortez, but he's on the mediums. That's the difference here. He's coming out behind Spanias as well. Will he get out behind Simon? Yeah, get well out in front of Simon.
Well, there is a big gap between Santeri and Jesper, around 9 seconds. So there is a bit of time to catch up, and maybe something required for them.
Oh, two McLarens. Sorry to overcut you there, but the two McLarens I thought were on wheel to wheel. They've backed out.
Backed out, but Pop XL now up to 8. Could he try to get past them both? As well, all three of them have penalties. Bryn now picks up a penalty.
Yeah, so Bryn is not having a right race since that instant. The medium pit window is now open, so we could see Ron and Namsko making a move into the pits. Because Finley will on softs.
It's actually Matt
battle Azzy and Dominator. Up the hill they go. Azzy's got that one really easy, and Dominator surprisingly easy.
So Azzy having some very good race pace here, and now he's up to P4. He'll have to just try get into the DRS of Finlay, and then maybe pull an undercut if he can as well. The Hasses here, obviously,
Cortez has nearly hit the back of Santeri, and this has left Patrick through. Patrick now and Santeri, completely different strategy battle, and they are fighting.
And
Cortez has got it.
Yeah, Cortez got it, but there was probably an inch between them, as any kind of contact there could have sent one, if not both of them, spinning. Let's see.
That is Dominator and Azzy in the pits.
Along with Finlay.
Oh yeah, Finley's in as well, so Namsko and Ron both staying out. Their tyres are obviously okay.
Well, Ron would have had no choice, basically, as I assume they're communicating to each other about strategy. As maybe Finlay's just looking to protect himself from the undercut, while Ron can try the overcut here using the power of DRS.
Yeah, Ron's been sticking with Namsko. He's done a great job, to be fair from. He's stuck within those 2/10 of Namsko. Flavel is up to third. Of course, he's on a different strategy, but he could be going to the softs at the end of this race.
Yes, there is every chance that something could happen as Bryn's retired in the pits.
Oh yeah, I think, do you get fastest lap point for outside the top 10?
I haven't generally seen that. Oh, and
because Bryn took it. You did take it.
Only
Jesper's picked up another 3.
Oh, and that could be a nail in the coffin for that race.
Namsko and Ron in, meaning Flavel takes the lead of the Grand Prix. A safety car now would really benefit him, wouldn't it?
Let's see where they come out. Santeri's ahead of them, as he's nearly assuming
But Jesper could get them as well. Jesper has got them. Jesper has jumped both of these, plus he's on mediums, really has to defend for his life now. Although he does have 6 seconds with penalties, which won't make his day any better.
Oh no. the 6 seconds would arguably just be a bit of a dampener, if anything. Well, of course, that's the only thing that can be, really, unless he's able to get at least one of them removed. As Finlay and Spaghetti Chips. Finlay's just about got that one. Spaghetti Chips.
Yeah, I don't think Spaghetti Chips would find that one too hard. He doesn't seem to be on Finlay's pace today, or Ron's. Well, Ron's a good bit up the road from Finlay, so. As what lap would you say we'll see Ollie and Jules in? The two McLarens. It's a McLaren 1-2. I'm sure they'd love the race to end now.
I think lap 20 or 21, maybe lap 19 if they want to.
Terry's caught up on these, sorry.
Well, yeah, he has caught up. He's been stuck behind him for a lap
Here
now.
he goes behind Pop XL. Jesper's got another tree. That's 9 seconds of penalty. Oh!
Double!
Oh no! Terry's got the double! On Jules!
On Jules!
Mr. Pop XL! What's left me speechless? What an overtake!
I think Terry's probably surprised himself there. With... Oh, that's
Pop
Jules!
XL.
Jules nearly on XL on Pop XL.
And Cortez is now going to try and get Jules. What is... Oh, Jules is defending his goal and he's now been pushed off the track by Cortez.
I am... Well, there's aggressive driving if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, we found our massive defender of F5 here. That was not good defence at all. As now Santeri just has to get past Ollie Flavel to take the lead of this race. As that was an outstanding overtake by Santeri. I don't know if you got a full view of that one, but that was quite magnificent.
We did. He went for the move on I think Pop XL, and then it was just
send it.
He just realised, oh, I can get the McLaren here, and he just went in at the entry speed to gain and do it, as he has got past the other McLaren. So I thought somebody tapped the McLaren, but
Namsco's got past Jesper. So
that's a
both
crucial
cut through
move.
the pack.
Santeri seems to be flying on the hards, that's the only thing. Is Matt and Patrick, these two on the alternate strategy here, they probably don't want to be battling too much, so they will not lose that much time when they end up pitting, as they may well have to try to fight back through the field for points.
Yeah, I think a fight back could be needed, because alternate doesn't seem to be the right strategy today. Santeri is nearly beaten his personal best on softs. He's flying on these hardcore tires. So is Cortez, though. He is not too far behind Santeri, just over 2 seconds, I think.
Yeah, he is
just over 1 second, sorry.
As well, seems like as of now, both of them have made the correct strategy call. However, it's a case of can medium runners just try chase down Santeri and Cortez?
Legend picking up a 3-second time penalty, although he's out of this race, as Jesper's right behind Namsco. Spanius.
Yeah, Spanius.
Don't know why I said Spanius, but he's an 8.
I think he's a net P. Is he a net P3 now? Yeah, he is.
Oh, he is! Sorry, I'm completely forgetting about all these still have to pit. Which is Ollie Flavel, Jules, Mr. Pop XL, Matt, and Patrick. As let's take a look at Ron, who's trying to find a way past Jesper for 10th position. Oh, Cortez has found a way past Ollie Flavel, up for P number 2. So, on to Cortez. He is now back up into 2nd position, as...
Is he? Well, yeah.
As Cortez now up into 2nd. That's a good job from him. He is now needs a lot of work from Namsco if he does. Although he is net P4. Just behind Spanius. Spanius is getting held up by Patrick and Matt.
Yeah, that is true. He is stuck behind them, and his tyres are 7 laps older than Namsco's. and Ron's.
Here comes Spanius. He's going to try down the inside. Because that is
Easy
Matt
move.
in the pits.
Oh,
Oh, no! No! Matt's gone way too slowly into the pits and Spanius has hit the back of him. That is the problem when having to take the realistic line into the pits. Spanius now down to 10th as that is chaos as Namsko has now found a way past Patrick and Ron. And is now up into 4th position, and that was really all caused by Matt going into the pits, but Matt had to go that slowly if he wanted to keep in with the PSGL rules, and that was what we were all afraid of.
Behind us, Ron's passed, and now Jesper
passed Patrick.
So Patrick losing 2 positions in one corner, and he'll probably have to be in for a brand new set of softs very soon. So that is, well, all I can say is a bit of chaos, and maybe that might have to be used, have to be looked at, and maybe as evidence for the pit rules in the future.
Yeah, as Spanius has left Finley through. I think he's got to retire from this race, if I'm being honest. He's been majorly screwed over by that. That was really unfortunate. Although there was nothing we could really do, as we have a Vatmos Cortez in the chat. Cortez on the podium, as Ollie Flaffles made his way into the pits. Thankfully, not killing anyone in the process.
Well, yeah, I think by staying out, he's been hit? Hell no, it's just glitching our screens.
So that is Pop XL and Spanius into the pits as well. For fresh softs. As where has Ollie Flavo got out? He's got out behind Pop XL and Jules, but Pop XL is fighting Jules now for the final points position. He's going to go down the inside. No, he's not. He's going to back out, so that's a clever choice. Mr. Pop XL to back out from that one. He's going to go for it now on this straight, I imagine. He's burning the RS and this is going to be an easy one.
This stage. There's Mercedes in the pits, believe a legend. He hasn't retired, so...
Might go for a fastest lap, even if he can't get the point for it.
Well, yeah. He's not giving up, that's the thing.
We need to watch and manage the gap between Namsko and Cortez, because if that comes down drastically, it's come out a 10th since I last looked at it, which was only about a couple of corners ago. There's 13 laps left. If he can catch that, he could have a battle for the race win here, although Santeri looks very comfortable. Poor Jesper's going to drop like an absolute brick down the order.
Yeah.
It's with that 9-second penalty. Someone's telling to push Santeri and we have a go Namsko. So some fans in the chat. SHW Namsko.
I have Patrick and Simon. So Simon in the pits, never mind.
Oh, them two have been battling all race, however, so I'm surprised to see Patrick so far in front. As Matt is the fastest lap of the race. Well done, Matt. He's the man who caused the chaos. But he's found a way to benefit from it, the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Well, yeah, fastest lap is a 1:04.5, so that is a decent time in the race. Honestly, I think some people might try to beat that at some point if they can't get into the points normally. Santeri, he's a 2-second lead over Cortez, and then it's a further 3 seconds to Namsko.
Namsko's catching so quickly though, but he's low on fuel, so he'll have to do a bit of fuel saving. Ron's keeping with him though, so fair play to Ron. And Jesper is extending that gap over Finley, but he needs to extend it by a lot. Ron might try something here on Namsko.
Jesper a little bit late in the brakes though, so he's clearly going for a bit of a late braking strategy to gain time. And as a braking point means you carry more speed, you just have to manage to slow yourself down for the exits.
Ron is right on the back of Namsko. He's doing a great job. I have to give it to Ron, as Legend has taken the fastest lap of the race with a 4.3. Nice job by Legend. 17th, but it's bragging rights, I suppose. So, and then check Santeri's ones.
Yeah, that would be...
Because he cannot afford to pick up a penalty. He's won. Cortez also won. Namsko is a 1. He got it on that on the last lap. Ron has won. Jesper He has those 3 penalties and then has a further 1 warning, so he's not great with track limits. Finley 1, and then Azzy has just 1 as well. Spaghetti Chips has, I think he's 2, he does. JML Dominator has, oh, he's a penalty, sorry, he has a penalty. And then Mr. Pop XL has 2 penalties and an extra warning, and that's the top 10. Sorry, an extra 2 warnings, so he's not good. He's not doing great.
Yeah.
The penalty front.
Austria
is right behind Finley.
Yeah, just in Austria is a very big track in terms of track limits, as obviously there's the curbs here. You're trying to extend, but quite often you can just go a little bit wider, pick up some warnings that are ones you wouldn't want. You think, how did I pick up them? But then they amount to a penalty in the end.
Yeah, of course, qualifying, you do get a lot of invalid laps as Legend has retired from the session. He's our 4th DNF of the day, unfortunately. As Ron is still right behind Namsco, but Namsco's catching Cortez.
It's actually Azzy and Finlay.
Oh, here we go, side by side now, as we head down towards turn number 4. Azzy has this move done. He was sizing that one up for a good 3 or 4 laps there, and he's finally got it done. Well done to Azzy.
So now we're waiting for let's say, well, Namsco is closing in at a rapid pace, as it's now just 1.6 seconds between him and Cortez, who is roughly on the same place as Santeri, falling a little bit back, but he isn't falling back like massively, around by half a second a lap or anything like that.
It's gonna be good, because if Namsco can catch Santeri, which he has been doing,
and he'll bring Ron with him.
Scrap for the win. Yeah, Ron's keeping the pace, so this could be, if Namsco gets caught up behind Cortez, Ron could sense a podium and get up past Namsco. Cortez needs to defend for his life, because these mediums are a lot quicker than them hards are at this stage in the race, because they pitted very early for those hards.
The only thing is, well, how much life will these mediums have, and will they start to die out before the hards?
They could. That's always a possibility with the more durable tyre compound. Pop XL's got 2 seconds to Dominator in the last couple of laps on these softs. So he's rapid on them softs. He's one to keep an eye on for the lower end of the points. Of course, he's not going to be battling for the race win after he did have that atrocious qualifying. Jules with the 3-second time. Oh, Ron made a mistake. Ron has made a mistake entering turn number 1, and now he's going to have Jesper on his back.
He has to push on the ERS now, and he's managed to start getting back a bit, but
he's managed to stay in a second, but this gives Namsco a bit of breathing space. He doesn't have to worry about behind, and he can now attack.
Yep, he's got
Cortez,
it's an easy
and
one.
He's gone, taking it straight away. Up into P2 goes SHW Namsco. 3 seconds to catch and Santeri to battle for the race victory. Is Cortez going to give this one up easily? I don't think he will, but he's on behind.
Yeah, Ron will be looking to get past very quickly. Will Cortez try to get back at it? I don't think he will have the pace.
I don't think he has the pace.
Nor the ERS.
I think those hards have just died.
Well, hards already died. They don't have that much grip to begin with, but they can kind of get a little bit better as to go on, until they eventually reach the crossing point. This doesn't slow
yellow
up
flag, that's Matt. I think something happened Matt. It might have just been a little bit of a wobble. But he is still going, but he's 2.5 seconds behind Simon. After that incident with Spanius, as he was making his pit stop.
Hang on. I was just checking someone there. With the,
I think he's trying to save ERS.
Fastest lap again?
Yeah,
no. Wait, what?
Oh, he spun.
Oh, well.
He spun on the final corner. That is not good.
Well, Not a great race for him to say the least.
No, I think he may be lapped on this one if I'm being brutally honest. But look at Ron right on the back of Cortez. He could try something into turn 1 or 3. There are the two best overtaking opportunities. No, not ones.
No, he hasn't had the best exits there. He had a bit of a lock up, and that's going to ruin his momentum.
Could still get the run on him into turn 3. Cortez picked up a penalty. So Cortez has picked up a 3-second penalty as he's no way finishing on the podium now. Because here comes FRL Ron. Is he going to try the inside? No, he's not.
You can't get open.
Cortez has made a mistake. Cortez has made a big mistake and is locked up and run wide of that corner. And that gives Ron a free run. It might give Jesper a run as well to get up past him because he needs to extend
not for a run, however. He can't possibly gain that much time in a straight when it's towards the end.
The gap between Santeri and Namsco hasn't come down.
That's one thing. Santeri is able to run his own race here and just manage it for himself.
Definitely, I think that double overtake from Santeri may be the crucial turning point in this race because it did get him out of that traffic and into the free air to pull a gap from Cortez, which now is Namsco. Now he has enough of a gap from, and Namsco has to fully send him. As Jesper he's, as I said, he was increasing.
Another penalty. He's actually been racking up the penalties now, so if you look at penalties here, it's 3 for Cortez, 9 for Jesper, then 3 for Dominator, 6 Pop XL, 12 for Jules, 3 for Ollie, Patrick, Spanias and Simon, and then 20 for Matt T-Boss. So, as Dominator Spaghetti Chips. However, Spaghetti Chips looked like he would get a better exit, but Dominator happened to be there, and well, physics determined that you cannot get through a car that is not ghosting. So
Finley's caught up to Azzy again, so we could see a battle develop here.
It's all hotting up now, but Namsco is not catching up in the way we thought he would.
I thought Namsco would definitely catch up a lot quicker than he has. Santeri has amazing paces. PopXL picks up a 3. Another 3, so that's not great for Mr. PopXL. That could cost him points. As Jesper's in the pits.
Yeah, the only thing is, without penalties, he would have been in a lot of trouble.
He's going to be in even more trouble now. He's out of the points.
Yeah, so whatever it was. Well.
So that is interesting. 2.5 now the gap up the front between.
Spanias is retiring the pits.
Yeah, so he has not had a good race.
We went this whole race with only just a VSC, so pretty much so.
A late safety car would really spice things up now, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get a safety car and it can come out at nearly any time until maybe the last 2 laps, in which case then it becomes impossible. It's 2.3 now between Namsco and Santeri. Based on that pace, he might be able to catch.
Yeah, he has to catch and then has to get past as well, which is even more difficult. Catching him was one thing and getting past him is a complete other. That Mr. PopXL going for Spaghetti Chips now. He's a bit far back, as we do have just 3 laps to go.
Well, 4. 3.5 if you're being technical.
Yes, that. It's Finley right on the back of Azzy. I was going to say as well, catching Jesper, but Jesper isn't there.
Ron's actually picked up a penalty there, so I think getting past Namsco will not be on the cards here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Namsco will, as this P2 comfortably.
I'd advise checking Santeri's warnings, along with Namsco's, because that could determine a lot here.
Would be unfortunate for Santeri to pick up a penalty. Santeri has 2 warnings. Namsco also has 2.
So I saw someone spin there. That's Matt T-Bus again.
Oh yes, Matt T-Bus has spun at the final corner. He doesn't like that corner, obviously. He has to wait for everyone to go through. But Santeri and Namsco are both only 1 warning away from penalty. He's going to put Azzy up to P4 now. And Finley as well. If Finley could get past Azzy here, would push him up to fourth and Finley.
He's actually gaining a lot, so he'll go for the
Here he
outside.
goes. Around the outside, comes out for Finley.
As he's going to try to vent the inside. Will he do it to Verstappen? Not quite. Not quite like that, but as he had the DRS.
Yeah, as he got the DRS, Finley did get passed into the activation zone, meaning as he will keep the spot for this time.
Anyone up at front, it's now 2 seconds between Santeri and Namsko. So
I don't think Namsko can catch up unless Santeri just slows down drastically in the final 2 laps. But I don't think he'll be getting this one. Oh, Mr. Oh, the Dominator's off. Dominator's off the glass.
Oh, that's an unfortunate one. A mistake towards the end.
Puncture.
Oh, puncture. What's that rear left?
He's did the same amount of laps as Namsko and Ron has done.
Oh, and they could be in trouble then.
Mr. Pop XL in the pits. This puts Jesper back into the points. Mr. Pop XL retired from the session.
But why?
I don't know. Finley has got past Azzy this time, and I think this time it's confirmed that he is passed before the braking zone. It's all kicking off once again
Ron's
here
past
in the last
Namsko.
2 laps. Ron has passed Namsko. Is Namsko struggling with those tyres as well? We've seen his teammate just get a puncture. As this is
we have to watch this.
Now.
It's actually Finley and Azzy. They have to watch out even more. Their tyres have been on for 19 laps. But with this puncture system, it's on. We honestly don't know. That you can go and do the full 100% on some tyres, and then you get puncture around 78 on others. So who knows? This could be...
On the final lap of the race, Terry is going to have to be cautious, although he's been managing the race.
As Jesper's past spaghetti chips.
Jesper repeating. Spaghetti chips is another puncture. Another puncture.
Why is he going round?
Out. Staying out, meaning he's going to have to do the final lap with a puncture. That one's going to be difficult. Look at the gap between Ron and Santeri. Ron has that penalty, meaning he won't take this one, but he's catching a lot, 7/10 of a second. He might pull Namsko out. Santeri must be struggling so much on those hurts. Santeri has a puncture.
No, he's got... Oh.
No, he doesn't. Sorry, that's my bad. No, I thought he had a puncture.
Who are you, Frosty?
Mr. Pop XL has no idea what the guy in front of him was doing. He actually had a puncture. Mr. Pop XL, he couldn't do much. As that did look like Santeri has a puncture. Oh, I apologise for that, but I think he might come. He's going to win this one somehow.
Yeah, but he's held on.
Cards.
He has been caught.
But IFR Santeri will come around and win on track in Austria and take his first win of the season. Ron's going to come home in third with Namsko second. Cortez, I don't think he's going to keep fourth. I think Finley may take it off him. Yes, as he will also take fifth. Jules is not Jules. Oh, look at Jules and Jesper! Oh, so close. I think Jesper could still take 7th. No, he's got to take 8th, and Ollie Flaffle's going to take 7th, doing 14 laps. Spaghetti Chips could score points
with a puncture. He has done a Hamilton, except he did the full lap.
Oh, he's got 9th. He's got 9th with a puncture.
Oh God, we got to invite the podium and sit for the interviews.
Spaghetti Chips has got 9th, doing a lap on a puncture. Patrick's hit the wall before the line.
Oh, this is just chaos at its finest.
Simon will come home 12th, and Dominator will take the fastest lap in 13th, and Matt Hebers will come home in last position in 14th. What is with last laps and F5 here? I can invite the podium senders if you show the podium.
Oh, no, don't worry, I almost have it. I have the app on my iPad.
What is with last laps in this league?
Well, I think we like it, to be fair.
I certainly do. I certainly do, as Santeri somehow held on there with very old hard compound tyres.
I mean, well, that is...
I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. That was amazing.
Chaos with a capital C.
Santeri wins in Austria from pole to victory, but he had to manage that one. Znamsko in second position, followed by Ron in P3. It's an FRL 3-4 for Finley in fourth, Azzy in fifth for Red Bull, Cortez in sixth, Ollie Flavel 13th to seventh, Jesper somehow managing to take eighth, Spaghetti Chips takes ninth, coming home with a puncture for the entire last lap. Salute you, sir. Well done, Spaghetti Chips. Jules comes home in 10th. Patrick in 11th. Simon comes home in 12th after being involved in an unfortunate incident with Matt. Dominant in 13th. Matt T. was in 14th. And the non-finishers, Mr. Pofexel, Spanius, Legend, Bryn, Snipes. And unfortunately, once again, VRT Dan.
That's our race results. Hopefully podium finishers will join the party soon for interviews, but yeah.
That was a very, very nice last lap. I don't know if we are going to get the podium spinners here. Hopefully we do. See, can we get them in? As, I think Santeri deserves an interview after being cost one last week due to bottling, to be honest. Brendan, who'd you give a personal driver of the day to? Of course, there is no driver of the day vote, but if you had to give it, who would you give it to?
I would probably, let's say, maybe actually give it to Santeri just for getting the overtakes done and managing to make the double overtake when the opportunity was available, and then managing just to hold on the end. And I mean, an honourable mention actually Spaghetti Chips for getting round that last lap with a puncture.
Play to Spaghetti Chips for the man. That was very impressive to get around that last lap with a puncture. He did better than Hamilton, because Hamilton only did half a lap.
Yeah, we'll just see if they'll join. Hopefully they will. But I'm not sure. Sometimes they have to go to.
Yeah, I don't think we will get them in, unfortunately.
Oh no, Ron forgot and his reason was he forgot. He hasn't had a podium in ages.
Oh, well done, Ron. Well done, Ron.
Well, I mean, that's a reason. So
yeah, it's a fair one, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think we'll end it here, maybe.
I think we will.
So thank you all for watching, everyone. If you want to see more F5 action, make sure to tune in next week for what I believe might be it is Spa Francorchamps. As actually Ron has joined. We'll hold on here. Just wait there.
Hello, Ron. Congrats on the podium, my friend. That was an awesome drive.
Thank you. I don't know about the pace. I just felt like Namsko, who got P2, I believe, he was just pulling me along. I felt like if I didn't get the DRS, I would have been done. But I think I have to thank Namsko here because, I mean, looking at the past two races, his pace has been phenomenal, especially race pace. So yeah, GG's.
And what percentage were your tyres on at the end of that race? Because we've seen a lot of people struggle with punctures.
That's a good question. I didn't even look. I knew I had a tire indicator, and on the last lap, it just slightly went from yellow to like orange-ish, or however you call it. So I'm guessing 60, 65, something like that.
Okay, so they weren't too bad actually. Because we've seen Spaghetti Chips do the entire last lap with a puncture. His tyres were quite a lot older than you. He pitted on the VSC for mediums. And then Did you think you could catch Santeri in that one, or was just a podium just your goal?
Well, if it would have been one more lap, I think I would have got him. I don't know how, he just seemed really, really slow on the last lap, but I think he was taking it really carefully because he pitted lap 8 or 9 under VST, so he hadn't, there's no like point of him taking any risks with penalties and getting a puncture, so he played it smart. GG's to him. Congrats to him as well on the win.
Yeah.
Thank you. And anything from you?
Not that much, but it was probably a bit scary with the tires, so do you think maybe if or do you think could you have tried to get the win there, but or would you just say it's like maybe if the race had been like without that VSC, what do you think you would have been able to challenge for the win a bit more, or do you think that VSC was a blessing in disguise in a way?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
I was getting gentle in the short view back to the past vibes with that one.
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
Well, obviously I want to go for the win, but you know, just different scenarios. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Sorry.
Yeah, but I think that's where it landed then. So.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be a podium visitors joining us.
So. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you'll be around next week for some more PSGL F5 action around Spa-Francorchamps. But that is it from all of us here, so thank you for watching, and